Yo, 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 yo. What's up, my people? Good morning. Top of the top. Yes, sir. How's everybody out there doing? It is the 10th day of March. It is Tuesday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And we always have to thank the big fella upstairs for even allowing us to get up this morning, to yawn, stretch, breathe, put our feet on the ground, um, to see another minute, another day, another hour, another second, another week, whatever you want to call it. So let's always make sure that we thank him for that. Safe travels to everybody out there moving around this morning. Um, Please, I'm always going to tell y'all this because some people still have not got it. Safe travels means get to where you're going safe. It doesn't mean rushing to where you got to go. I don't care where it is that you got to be. If you just so happen to wake up late or you stuck in traffic, I know it's annoying because you just want to hurry up and get the day over with, but don't rush to where you got to go. There's no job in the world that's worth you breaking your neck to get to. If you are late, you're just late. Don't hurt anybody in the process of you trying to get late. Job is replaceable, your life is not. Kids going to school, go straight to school. For some of you guys, you got maybe 2 more months, depends on what state you live in. And for some of y'all, you got three if you up north. So let's go ahead and just knock that out, get it over with. Hopefully, we all can find something to do for the summer that's productive, that'll keep us out of trouble. I hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another day and knowing with Him all things is possible. All right, y'all? If you're just coming in, make sure you smash the like button on your way in and on your way out. And let people know that, rather if I'm talking boxing or not, this is probably one of the dopest places in my mind, maybe the dopest places to come to, not just in the morning, but period. Freedom of speech. We speak our minds. We respect other people's opinions. And we always make sure we come together to have great conversations about whatever we need to have conversations about. So, with that being said, I want to welcome everybody to Duck Studios and welcome everybody to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Oh, all right, y'all. Hold on. Let me get this. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. It is hot as I don't know what in New York, right? And I know at some point this weather's gonna change, but I was just sitting here with a doggone sweater on, y'all, and I was like, yo, I can't do this. It's too hot. God damn it. I had to just take it off. Too hot. Oh, this guy. Here we go. Here we go with this shit. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Brother Free sitting up here with his tight ass t-shirt on, want to show his pythons, and then want to have his fucking sunglasses on. He makes me sick. Good morning, Mrs. Free, because I ain't got nothing to say to your husband who up here just think he's a shit. He gets on
Bro,
my nerves.
nigga, everybody can't walk around in a nightgown all day. I gotta put clothes on. I can't walk around I can't be like you and walk around in a nightgown.
Really, Free? That's what we doing? Really, Free?
You
That's
said
what we
my
doing?
you said
That's
my
what we
tight ass
doing?
shirt.
Really, Free? That's what we doing? That's how we start the morning off? That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. What's going on, G5? My Dallas brother, Josh Sanders. I see you. That's crazy. Hey,
What's going on, G5?
Mr. Free, I feel some kind of way that he just came at me like that. That is crazy work. That's okay. I'll make sure at the cookout your ass get burnt hot dogs and burnt burgers.
I like it like that. I don't like them raw.
You know what? I don't know why Mrs. Free deal with you. I swear to God, I don't. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. Jesus, man. What up, though, y'all? Free? What y'all getting into this morning?
Driving home. Uh, make some runs.
How them beautiful grandbabies doing? What happened?
Dream took his girlfriend out yesterday.
No. Took out where? The Chuck E. Cheese?
Playground is a little spot where you go, where the kids can go play. It's like a big ass jungle gym inside of a building.
My man Dream. I ain't mad at him. Getting his little Mac on. Big Dream. You gotta call him Big Dream. You can't even just gotta call him Big Dream for that. She said, "Yeah, look." G5 said, "Okay, Dream, playground date. Yeah, he got a playground date. Y'all gonna have to watch him when he get older, boy. Dream he gonna be real slick with it. You gonna have to give that. Yo, listen. By the time Dream get about 10 or 11, y'all gonna have that talk with him, man. I know it's gonna be too early, but y'all gonna have that talk with him. Your man gonna be out here reckless. Oh my God, he had to walk her home. Wow. Yo, where he learned all that from, Free? Because I know he ain't learned it from your ass. Where he get where where he get those manners from? Because he didn't get it from you, Free.
You think he got it from?
He,
I'm the only
he,
nigga that he
Free,
ever.
you ain't about to take the credit on that. Man, get the hell out of here with that, Free. Where he get it from?
I,
Oh, you know what? So D Free's a perfect gentleman.
everybody else he live with his females.
So he get it from you.
Yeah, I was.
Oh Lord, poor Dream. Dream gonna have him falling in. Yeah, yeah. Dream gonna be that Dream gonna be that dude. I can look at him and tell he gonna be that dude, man. I don't know what the Freeze are gonna do with him, man. Jesus, I don't know what they gonna do with him. He gonna be taking over. But that's all right though. He ain't gonna be nothing to play with neither. You're not gonna be able to punk him. There's no punk in him. Um, show great show last night, Free with you and BBO. I was laughing at BBO yesterday, man. What fizzle? You said what? You said a moo moo. Shut up, Josh. Oh man, he's stupid. Nah, great show last night with y'all BBO yesterday. BBO had me laughing though, man. I was in here shaking my head. I said, "This fool, man. BBO's a nut, certified nut. He is a certified nut." I was listening to what he was saying. I said, "Oh my God." I said, "He is hot with this dude." I said, "He's hot with him." And I've heard, we have always heard BBO express how he feel, but that shit last night, I was like, "Yeah, he really feeling some kind of way about this fight." Angie, what up, my girl? I said, he don't like this shit. Oh, Josh is repeating what you said. Okay, I didn't even see what you said. Um, I don't know. When y'all was talking about that, I was sitting there like, man, you know what? At this point, I don't even really care what old boy does because I'm not even in the old boy no more, man. So it's like I don't even care what he does next. But at the same time, it's like you said, it is what it is, man. I always tell him that whatever boxing gives us is what they give us. Rather you accept it or not. You not accepting it doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Once something happens, it happens. Like you said, we got a lot of great fights that never happened, and I'm pissed about it. And I wonder about today, what would have happened if we would have got some of those fights? But that's just period, man. It's gonna happen, um, for whatever reason. But you're never gonna go through the sport of boxing seeing every fight you want to see. That's just not gonna happen. I mean, I always wanted to know what Mike Tyson and Roy Jones would have been like before they got super old. I'm like, what would it have been like in their prime?
I think Mike
So
Tyson would have knocked Roy Jones out.
I wanted to see after he beat John Luis. I was like, okay, Roy, what you gonna do? When Roy went back down to fight Tarver, I was like, shit. Because for some reason I thought we was gonna. I was like, yeah, we might get it. You know, I guess somebody might have talked to Roy and said, nah, that ain't the route to go, man. You better go see Tarver. You got a better chance of beating Tarver. You got a better chance of going that direction than trying to go Mike's direction. So, I mean,
Yeah.
which, you know, he did what he had to do. But yeah, but BBO had me laughing yesterday, man. I was like, oh my God, this is really bothering BBO. It's bothering them. Um, it's a good thing though, because them talking it up, hopefully, what you call it, to get out the trouble that he's in to make it happen. Because that's the only way it would happen is if he gets out of the trouble that he's in. So I'm hoping that happens for him. But other than that, I'm not really tripping off that. It's too much stuff. Yo, we didn't. I need to get into the whole Ja overtime. That's his name. What's his name? Ja what? What's his name again?
John Obertai.
Okay, I said it right. I didn't get to talk to you yesterday about it. I talked to my man Coast about it. Um, I felt like the referee was doing a little too much in that fight, but we'll get to that.
Yeah,
What did you think?
he was
What did
doing
you think about his
way too
performance?
much.
Yeah, he did too much.
No, I thought it was okay. When because of the pressure, but he won every round. I think he did okay. I thought he would have did a lot better. Um, but the thing is, Jai Obertai has never faced anybody like that constantly put pressure on him, and maybe he learned something from that before he goes fight a guy like David Benavidez. Um,
Hmm.
the, the the difference between the two guys is David Benavidez is going to be throwing punches. He ain't just going to be standing in front of him. He's going to be throwing punches. So I don't know how he's going to pan out against David Benavidez. Against David Benavidez, he's going to get beat. And he might get beat badly because David Benavidez. I went back and looked at the Caleb Plant fight last night, and David Benavidez had that man Caleb Plant bloody.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize how bloody Caleb Plant was. I
yeah,
just know he was getting wore down. I didn't even pay attention how bloody he was. That man's face was bloody.
yeah. I'll go back to that. That's why it was hard for me to watch that fight because I wasn't really going for nobody in that fight. Not that I know of. I actually like both of them. I said I like Caleb and I like David. This is going to be good. But to see how bloody he got, I said, damn, I wasn't used to seeing Caleb like that. Wasn't used to seeing him. David's the one guy that I know that he'll take, like, you had nothing against him and he's one of your fighters, but he could be fighting another fighter that you think that'll give him a fight, and then David just goes out there and embarrasses them. I think the toughest one I seen him in, correct me if I'm wrong, was David Morrell. David Morrell was a tough fight. That wasn't a walk in the
Yeah,
park for him.
yeah. No, that was a tough fight, and I told him it was a 50-50 fight. I was leaning towards David Morrell, but it was a 50-50 fight, and then everybody kept saying, "Oh no, David Benavidez is gonna knock him out. He gonna walk through David Morrell." I'm like, nah, y'all
Shit.
y'all y'all sleeping on David Morrell. David
Yeah.
Morrell is a different type of fighter.
You listen, I know this don't matter to people because people go, all that don't matter. He still won the fight. But just look at what David's face looked like. Look at what Benavidez's face looked at the post press conference. It said it all. And then when you looked at Morrell's face, it wasn't too jacked up like David, like Benavidez' face was. You looked at Benavidez, you was like, damn. It, was,
Yeah.
it wasn't an easy scrap. And everybody kept judging Morrell because of the amount of fights he had. Mind you, that famous question always comes up. What has he done to get a shot at Benavidez? This guy only got 10 or 11 fights. Why is David not fighting Canelo? I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Here we go with this. Why is he not
I,
fighting
I,
Canelo?
I mean, he wasn't fighting Canelo because Canelo didn't want to fight him. It had nothing to
Yeah,
do with David Benavidez not fighting Canelo.
it's crazy because I'm like, you can't do nothing about a mandatory that don't want to. I mean, if you're a mandatory, you can't do anything about somebody not want to see you. You become somebody mandatory. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? I mean, you're not gonna be chasing. So when people had something to say about that, I said, well, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? But
You know,
I
Canelo Alvarez, I don't know what he is right now, but at that time, Canelo Alvarez was the guy to call his fights. Nobody was going to make Canelo Alvarez fight anybody. He was going to fight who he wanted to fight. So David Benavidez couldn't send no contract to Canelo.
no.
It, him sending Canelo a contract, Canelo gonna laugh at it. Like, what? You sending me a contract? You sending me a
That's why I'm
contract
not.
for?
That's why I'm not interested because they saying that they Canelo's coming back like September or something. I said I'm not even
He would
interested in seeing him come back.
if they would have sent Canelo Alvarez an offer, Canelo Alvarez would have sent that joint straight to spam. You know what I mean? It's spam message. How the hell they get in my inbox? This is spam. Don't nobody send me no offers. I send offers. This nigga ain't got no shots in his daggone old ass Mercury. Grand
Uh,
Marquis.
he said, "Tell me, I don't know. We're not talking MMA, so it's not an MMA channel. But I could tell you my favorite MMA fighter. Um, I think Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz. Um, Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz. Let me see. Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz. Uh,
Depending
Rampage
on the comp.
Jackson. Rampage
For that it
Jackson.
though.
So that's it. So I told you who I like. That's it. So it's not a UFC channel. So that's it. I gave you my three fighters. That's it. Um, yeah, George St. Pierre was great. I like George St. Pierre. I like George. I ain't gonna lie. I liked him. I like George St. Pierre. John Jones, I liked him too. I did. John Jones is still a problem now. He just had a little drug habit. But nobody's perfect. Everybody in sports or entertainment that had something, so we can't judge people. It happens. Um, yeah, but Canelo coming back in September, man. I'm not even. You gonna watch him? Hell no, I ain't gonna watch him. I only watched him because he fought Crawford. I only watched him because he fought Berlanga. I only watched him because he fought Jamel. Rather people agreed with those fights or not. That was the only thing that brought me to watching him
I
in the last couple of fights. Other than that,
I
if he
only
didn't fight Crawford, I wouldn't have watched him.
I only watched all of those fights because it was free. If I had to pay, I wasn't watching none of them.
What's going on, babe? My Alabama/Cali sister. What up? Um,
The last Canelo fight that I actually paid for was Canelo versus Floyd. That was the last fight that I actually paid for.
God damn, that was like, Lord have mercy. Boy, you took it back.
That nigga ain't been fighting nobody that I wanted to see him fight.
Um, you know what? At this point, Josh, it doesn't even. I'm at a point in my life, especially when it comes to this boxing, Josh, that I don't care no more about worrying about stuff that's probably either never gonna happen or it's not time for it to happen. You see, because that's how boxing works, the business. Either it's not time for it or it's never going to happen. It goes either that way. It doesn't matter if a fighter's interested or not. It goes two ways. It's either not time for it or it never happens. That's the only way it goes. So I don't really dwell on it. I don't sit there and go, hopefully in 6 months we'll see it, and a year we see it. I'm at a point, man, if we see it, we see it. If we don't, we don't. So I understand people's frustration when they go, this guy's coming back in the summer and this is who he's fighting. Man, we don't want to see that shit. Hey, I agree, but guess what? There's some people who actually is going to tune into that. There's some people who's going to tune into that, believe it or not. Yeah, yeah. There's people who's going to tune into that. Now, we can say, oh, we want that. We might not watch it, or we might not, rather if it's free or you got to pay for it, or however it goes. You got a lot of people that's going to tune into that. Rather if they tune in for homeboy or his opponent, they're going to tune into that. So that's the only thing. Oh, wait a minute. And I'm glad you said that. I heard somebody say, I'm trying to think it was Max Kellerman that said this. When they was talking about passing the torches. And he said Canelo passed the torch to Benavidez. I go, Max, absolutely not. When did that happen? I might have been asleep when that happened. When did that happen, Free? Maybe I was asleep when that happened.
You can't pass the torch to somebody that you never fought.
I mean, I thought that's how that works. When he said that, and I'm sure it came from him, because I remember him saying he was mentioning something about passing the torch. So when he said that, I said, "Whoa, no, Max. I don't know what you. Maybe you're a Canelo fan, but he didn't pass no torch."
The Lakers, when when uh uh when Pat Mahomes got the torch passed from Tom Brady, they beat him in the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's how you pass the torch. You don't pass the torch by saying, "Hey, you can have it now." That's not how it happens.
because I'm never gonna fight you, right? So to end this with me and you, I'm just gonna pass it to you. It's not how that works.
I mean, even in track, when you get the torch passed to you, or the baton passed to you, somebody is running up to you and giving it to you.
Yeah,
They running up behind you. You take off, and they hand it to you. Hey, it's on you now. That's how you
yeah.
pass it.
So
It's
yeah,
on you
I
now.
thought about that. I thought about that, and I said, wait a minute, ain't nobody ever passed no torch, bro. So stop the no disrespect. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
No, he gonna take the torch. It ain't been passed. He gonna take it.
Exactly, Josh. So when he said that, I'm like, stop. That show that he be on, when it be him and the guy who used to train Deontay Wilder, when it's him and all of them on there talking, I listen to a lot of that. So when he said that, I go, no, homie, ain't nobody passed nothing. If you a Canelo fan, just go ahead and say that. It's okay, but don't cap. He didn't pass a
Nah,
damn thing.
it's gonna be a new king on the block come May 2nd because the two Mexican fighters facing against each other, and
Checking in from Rocky Ford. Salute, salute, salute. Rocky Ford, South in the building. Salute. Good morning.
they're fighting on Cinco de Mayo. Yeah,
Yes.
the torch is being snatched. It ain't being passed. It's
Uh,
being snatched.
I have a feeling, and I might be wrong. But you already saying it that Paul Zerto's gonna get beat up bad, man. Beat up
Yeah, I
bad,
mean,
man.
if David Benavidez go in there and beat Zordo like a lot of people believe he's going to, David Benavidez will be the number one Mexican in boxing. He would have snatched all of Canelo, well, not all of them, but majority of Canelo fan base, because pretty much everybody already see the writing on the wall. Canelo's on his way out the door. He got like one or two fights left, because really there's nobody for him to fight. There's really
No,
nobody for him to fight.
he was trying to so-called get his revenge with Crawford, but I said that would have went bad for him. That would have went bad for him in so many ways because Crawford could have got him up out of there that first time. So coming back for a second time probably wouldn't have went good for him. So, yeah, but yeah, it's about that time for him to exit out because you're not trying to pass no torch. You're not trying to do that. We clearly see that. So we don't need you around. We don't need you
So
around.
she gotta be worried.
So, no, we don't need you around because you after a while you serve no purpose. So it's like go ahead and ride off in the sunset. You made a lot of money in boxing. Can't lie. You made a lot of good money. Where for the rest of your life, you and your family is okay. Y'all have no worries. But it's time for some new blood. If Benavides is that new blood, just like Crawford, he stopped. So Crawford retired. We already know who's up next. At some point, everybody got to pass that torch, man. But yeah, May 2nd is gonna be great. Yo, speaking of Morrell, we got Morrell coming back the 18th of next month.
Yeah. He's about to come back.
I'm glad to see him back because we
Well,
haven't seen him.
I ain't
I
even gonna
haven't
say
seen him.
I ain't gonna say comeback, because he had a fight since the David Benavidez fight. He had a fight. This is his
Yeah,
second fight after David Benavidez.
I think, and then he came back on the Belenga card, right? Because he fought July 11th when they did the turkey event here in New York. That was July 11th. He fought on that
Yeah.
card, which was my first time seeing him. So
Yep.
yeah, but this one on the 18th, that's gonna be an interesting one. I mean, we're both familiar with his opponent.
I'm gonna
So,
have you
Bay, what's
let me
up?
know if she's
You going
working
live
today.
today, Bay?
Just text me. Oh, you can call him now if you
It's
want.
hot as it's hot as fish grease, man. Jesus Christ.
It's supposed to be 80 degrees today.
You a lie. You're an 80-degree lie, boy.
No, I'm not lying. I'm dead serious. Check your daggone weather. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today and tomorrow. Well, at least down here it is
Yo, but you know
anyway, and
what's
we
so
ain't that
stupid
far
about
from
that? They talking about next week the weather going back. I don't know if you heard. I think it's supposed to be going back to the 30s and 40s. I said, man, they gonna have people out here sick as a dog, man.
you. But yeah, today I was just looking at Thursday.
Well, you can't take Vicky to the beach so she can put her feet in the water. You can't do that because it ain't that time of the season yet for you. So I suggest you find something else to do today, sir.
Man, I took Vicky to the beach last year to put her feet in the water. She looked like she was trying to do the hula hoop. She was up there. Oh, oh, motherfucker waves was shaking the shit out of her little ass. I was like, You ain't nothing but in 16 inches of
Wait a
water
minute,
in my
hold
little
on.
ass. I just,
Hold on.
uh,
Yo, come on, Free. You
she
gotta
was in
relax,
16
man.
she was in 16 inches of water, looking like she was in 5 feet. Sitting out there joint doing the hula
Yo,
hoop like a puppy.
man. God damn it. Oh, Lord have mercy. He said you talk about Mrs. Free. It's all right. It's all right, Mrs. Free. It's all right. It's all right. We got him. Yo, all I could think about, you saying that, all I could think about is that time when y'all was when she was in the house and she was tipsy and she was touching the wall to get to the room. I was sitting there laughing my ass off. I said, Mrs. Free is fucked up. She messed up.
Yeah.
Yo, watching that, I laughed. I was like, man, poor Mrs. Free trying her best. She trying her best to get to the room without falling.
Yeah, that was Valentine's Day. Yeah,
Respectfully,
that
we
joint
you
bent.
know. Yeah, Josh, man. Look, let me tell you something. When you tipsy, the best place to be tipsy is at home. Because I learned to not be tipsy in public, boy. Jesus, I learned that. Not a good. I'd rather fall in my house than to fall outside. It's not a good feel. It ain't a good look. So for all y'all that when the weather get nice and you feel like getting tipsy, make sure you do it in your house and not outside. It's not a good look. It's embarrassing. It's better to fall in your house than out in public. Um, but we're familiar with Morel's opponent. We know, we're familiar with him. I'm surprised he's still around though.
Who?
Morel's opponent. What's his name? Smith?
Who? What's what's his name?
Is it
I didn't even.
did, did Canelo fight him? I'm trying to think, did Canelo fight this dude? It start with a C. Is God damn it, I can't pronounce it. I know his last name is Smith.
Oh, Callum Smith. Yeah, Canelo fought him.
Okay, so now answer this, Free. Morel is at 75, right? Or is he at 68?
Yeah, 75.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how this is gonna go. He does a good job on the 18th. Depends on how he do.
Yeah,
What could be
yeah, he
top?
has he has 75. Yeah, 75.
Yeah, 75. Yo, what the hell is Caleb Plant doing, man? It's been quiet with him since he lost to that other dude, man.
Caleb playing ducking.
Oh shit, not ducking. Oh man.
Yeah, he, he know Jamel Charlo want to get his lick back, and he a little nervous.
Wow.
Jamal
I,
Charlo
th-
want
I
to get
mean
his
that,
lick
that.
back.
I mean that makes sense. I mean, if they can go ahead and make it happen, man. Because this avoiding people can only happen for so long. This is what I don't get about boxing, man. You can only and not accusing him or anything, but in boxing you can only do that avoiding for so long. Because if you notice some of these weight classes, every weight class don't look the same. Which what I'm saying is some weight classes are more talented than others. When you look at the smaller divisions, it seems like it doesn't matter who stays and who goes. Every time you turn around, that weight class get more interesting. Now there was one time we looked at light heavyweight and we was like, yeah, this shit is it's a lot of competition here. And now when you look at light heavyweight, not to say there's nobody out there, but when you look at it now, with Benavidez being gone, I think Morel he's that next guy that you probably gonna have to see. But then we have to see what happens on the 18th of April. But um, yeah, I would love to see Caleb play back in there. It's just been quiet since he lost.
Yeah.
I would love.
Um.
And what's up with Boo Boo, man? I don't think Boo Boo, man. I think Boo Boo done, man. Some of these
Um.
guys I be thinking about, like they ain't coming back.
Boo Boo still sitting on the toilet.
This mother.
I mean,
Why, Free? Why must you do that?
mm,
Yeah, hell no, Josh. My days of that is over.
yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Nah, I think Boo Boo is done.
Yeah, I think
Um.
his confidence might
It
have
was
been
hard.
taken from David.
No, it was hard for him to get a fight. First off, for him to quit in the ring. They're like, what's the point of fighting him?
Yeah,
Nobody. I mean, he's gonna be one or two things. Well, not one or two things. he's more likely. One thing he's more likely a gatekeeper for a lot of guys right now. He's not a big money fight, so he's more like a gatekeeper for these guys that's in the sport of boxing now. Because Boo Boo Andrade is he's older. I think he's in his mid 30s. I want to say mid
Yeah,
30s. He's like 35, 36.
yeah. Mm, I don't know. We don't get. I don't know. When I start thinking about it and I start doing my matchmaking, I would love to see. I would love to see it. It probably would have made sense to see Caleb and Boo Boo, but nobody probably would want to see Caleb and Boo Boo now. That probably wouldn't be a fight people would be interested in if that happened.
It, it'd be a fight of a whole lot of posturing.
Oh, free, not posturing. Oh man, not posturing. Damn.
Boo Boo and Caleb Plant would would give me the vibe of Shakur and Devin Haney. It gives me that type of vibe.
Oh damn. Mm. Meaning.
It's gonna be a whole lot of jabs and a whole lot of hugging.
Oh no. Yeah, that could be a lot. That could be a lot.
I think.
So yeah, I
I
guess
mean,
there's just certain fights we'll just never see.
yeah. I don't.
Uh
I don't know what type of mentality Caleb Plant or Boo Boo Andrade have since their last fight. Caleb Plant got beat up in his last fight. Boo Boo Andrade quit in his last fight. So I don't know how neither one of those guys' mentality is for the sport of boxing anymore.
you know what? I think after a while, guys don't need boxing anymore until they need it. Which means what I mean by that is I don't know none of these guys financial, but I know damn well some of these guys, how is it possible for you to sit home 2 years, 3 years, you know, and you still got to make money every day. Now, like I said, I don't know everybody's financial. I don't know what people are doing because you got to take your money and flip it because if you're not in there active, how are you surviving? Unless you have some type of business that you're surviving off. If you're not in that ring, you have to have another way to be making money. So I don't think people feel like they don't need boxing anymore for whatever reason until they realize they need it. What like, oh my God, that money that I had from that one big fight or them two fights, that money's gone. Like, perfect example. I don't know what Keith Thurman financial was, but I know he probably made a good piece of change in that Pacquiao fight. But then after a while, I'm sure that Pacquiao money went away. So it's like, oh shit, I got to get back in there and do something.
What? Yeah, Keith Thurman, he made a nice chunk of change in that Manny Pacquiao fight, and then he got married to a young lady that her family had money, and so Keith Thurman was chilling for a while, and then she was like, "Hold up, nigga, you're not gonna be sitting in the house spending all my goddamn money. You better get your ass back out there and work. Your ass ain't retired yet. You better get your ass back out to work."
What she told her free, you got to get back.
That's like
What
when
she
a
told her
nigga a
free?
nigga a nigga always working, and all of a sudden he married into some money or a girl that's doing well off, and the nigga like, man, we going on vacation. Well, we going on a honeymoon, and then the honeymoon end up lasting for like 3-4 months. She was like, nigga, you going back to work? You not gonna be just sitting in the goddamn house spending all my money? You gotta take your ass back to work.
Hey, he said, man, what you think? What you think? My money is my money. I don't mind helping you out, but damn it, you ain't about to leech off me.
Yeah, that's what happened with Keith Thurman. He married into some money, and he like, I could chill now. And she was like, no, the hell you can't. You better get your ass back out there.
Hey, she said that. Hell no, we can't chill. What you think this is, man? I need you to get back out. I don't care who you fight. Well, you know, the fans don't want to see me fight him. I don't care what the fans want to see you fight. You better get out there and fight. I don't care. You can fight in the parking lot. I don't care where you fight at, but you gonna get back in there and fight.
Mm. That's what Keith Thurman problem was. He thought he didn't have
I
to
mean,
work
let
no
me put
more.
my headphones on. 'Cause these idiots around here starting that bullshit again. They make me sick here. The stupid daycare that's downstairs in my building. I'll be glad when they move it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think people realize free after a while. When you think you don't need something no more, you realize that you do need it because it's the only
What's
thing
going
that you
on, Vay?
know. What up, Vay? It's the only thing that you know. So I think when you see a lot of these guys come back, it's not just because they missed the sport of boxing. Because there's no way, it's only a small portion of people. Like when Sugar Ray left for a while, there wasn't too many. And correct me if I'm wrong, Free. I don't think too many fighters was making the money that he was making, where he was able to take the time off that he did and then come back. And people like, well, I wonder what Sugar was doing all this time. But financially, I believe that Sugar was okay.
Yeah, I mean that like Sugar Ray Leonard. He was the first $100 million fighter. Sugar Ray Leonard was fine. He didn't even when he got a divorce from Juanita. He didn't lose a lot of money because she stepped out on him, so he didn't have to pay alimony or nothing like that. Um,
Oh, that's crazy. How you step out
yeah,
on the
she stepped.
Sugar Man? That's crazy.
Yeah, she stepped out. Or she was strung out on drugs. So
Oh,
she stepped out on him or whatever, and so he didn't have to pay he didn't have to pay any alimony. So a lot of his money he invested and he had smart business decisions. That's why Sugar Ray Leonard is still well off. So he still
oh
got
man,
a nice size mansion over there
that
in
that
L.A.
dude that dude doesn't even look like he aging. Every time when I see him, he's getting older. But I said, damn, why Sugar don't look like he? You know how some fighters they
Yeah,
get their 60s, they look done. I said, damn,
yeah,
Sugar still look like
Sugar Ray Leonard's like 71, 72. I think
he,
he's like a year or two older than my mother.
that man still look
And
like he'll punch
my mother
somebody.
be 7.
Josh, you want me to? Oh, yeah, he still look decent. But you know what?
Yeah,
Now that
like
you said that, I know at that time in the 80s, Sugar had to make his money and get the hell out because I'm sure at that time,
see
DC wasn't nothing to play with
what
in the 80s. So he had to make his
what
money
what
and get
what
the
a,
hell out
what a
of
lot
there.
of people don't know. What a lot of people don't know because I mean if you wasn't from around this area, you would have never known about it. Because it wasn't broadcast out there. Sugar Ray Leonard had a whole apartment complex built up. He built a whole when I say apartment complex, I mean a full fledged apartment complex with like I say probably about 50 buildings. Like apartment
Yeah.
complex like this, where you see all these buildings. He had a
Oh,
full
damn, that's
fledged
nice.
he had a full fledged apartment complex. Um he had his own gym. Like I said, he had some good investments. Now in that apartment complex, he sold it since then. But when he was boxing, he had his own apartment complex, his own gym. He was making a lot of smart business decisions. So he wasn't hurting for money at all. That's why
Nah,
when he was able, when he took 2 years off because he could, and then he turned around and took 3 years off because he could, and then he said, you know what, I'm done. I didn't fought everybody I needed to fight. I'm done.
I
And
think
it was
that's the
what it was.
smartest. That's the smartest thing to do because a lot of these guys realize, like I said, they start realizing that whatever, because the mental is crazy. Boxing is very mental, and it's sometimes you go through things, and but when you get a dose of reality and you snap out of it, and you start doing the math, and the math ain't mathing, you like, oh shit, I got to get back in the sport. I got to get a
Shit,
fight.
with
I
that
got to get
apartment
back in it.
complex back at that time, because they had 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms. I I can honestly say back at that time when Sugar Ray Leonard had that apartment complex, he was pulling in a couple of $100,000 a month because the apartments was cheap then. Like a 3 bedroom back then was like $700 or something like that. he was pulling in a couple of $100,000 a month just from the apartment complex. That's not counting the gym or anything else that he had going on. Just the apartment complex itself, he was pulling in a couple of $100,000 a month. So you add that on, you multiply that times 12. He's making well over $1 million just off of the apartment complex every year. Well over $1 million. So he was, like I said, he had some smart business decisions that he had made in his career. That's why he's still. I think Sugar Ray Leonard right now, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's still worth like $70 million.
Damn.
He's still worth like 70 million. So he's good. He's not going to spend. He's a old man now. He's not going to spend $70 million for the duration of his life. He's like I said, he's like 71, 72. He's not going to spend $70 billion, 70 million for the duration of his life. It's not enough stuff that he does. At 70 years old, you're not doing a lot of stuff. So there's not a lot of stuff that he does that he's going to waste that money on. What's going on, beautiful?
Yo, BBO, what up, my guy? Everybody go subscribe to BBO Sports.
See, like I think Boo Boo Andrade, he made some decent business decision. And then you got to think about where he lives at. A lot of stuff doesn't cost that much where he lives at. He lives in Rhode Island. So
Yeah,
he's not spending a lot of money out there in Rhode Island. So he's cool with what money he has made throughout his career. He could have made a lot more money, but for the money that he did make, he's cool. He's well off. He's not struggling or nothing like that. It just people people say that he was very talented. He could have did a lot more, and that's the same thing for a lot of these fighters that are very talented. They could have did a lot more. People say the same thing about Mr. Gary Russell. He very talented. He could have did a lot more, but circumstances was the circumstances, and I mean they did with what they did. I mean they made the choices that they
that's
made in life.
um.
And Mr. Gary Russell's still well off. He's not struggling or anything like that. He's still well off.
You know what? That's a family. See, because people just look at boxing and who they fighting, and what people have to still remember, they still go through the same thing that we go through, and that's a family that's went through a lot. They've took losses. They had a brother that was murdered. Father died. I mean, shit. The stuff they've been through is crazy, and for them to still be standing, that's a lot, Freak.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
lot, man.
you
It's a
got to
lot.
think about they had a brother that was murdered. They had a close friend that was like a brother that was murdered. Their father
Yeah,
passed away. They had a older brother that got sentenced to, might as well say life. He got sentenced to life in jail. It was like I think he got sentenced to like 40 something years or 30 something years. Um, he should be coming up for parole sometime soon because this was a while back. He should be
yeah,
coming up for parole sometime soon. But so they've been through a lot of hardship throughout their family, but they still manage because their father raised them right. He gave them what they needed to be able to carry on once he's gone. So they're gonna be straight. I mean, they never gonna struggle or need for anything because they well respected in DC and in Prince George's County. Anywhere they go, people know who they are. They get comped on a lot of stuff and things like that. So they straight.
yeah. Um, Managing your money is always something that we spoke about in the past and recently. That you got to manage it the right way, and you know what I mean, and put yourself in a position because you never know when the rainy day is coming. So but at the same time, we look at these fighters or we look at these celebrities or whatever we want to call them, and we look at them and we think that they should never have a problem because they got money. Well, sometimes that doesn't bring happiness, and money doesn't always fix everything. Yes, we do need it because we have bills to pay. We're trying to put our kids in the best schools. We want to live in the best neighborhoods, but for some people, it doesn't bring happiness. So when we look at a lot of these fighters, we go, they should be good. They shouldn't have no issues. And it's like, well, that's not the case. We all have issues. Poor people got issues. Middle class people got issues. Rich people got issues.
Oh,
Issues.
yeah,
That's some part of life.
everybody got issues.
Yeah.
Everybody got issues. It's just a matter of what level of issues are you. Like you can have low level issues, mid level issues, or high level issues. Like right now, I'm middle class. If I'm beefing with somebody, it's a disagreement. We go out, we might throw the hands or whatever. That's my issues. When you get into those wealthy type of people and they have their disagreement or they beefing with somebody, you get what's going over in Iran right now. Those wealthy issues. Them niggas, they got money and they like, man, we got a whole army. We this is our type of beef. My type of beef is just me and a couple of my niggas. We're gonna go out. We're gonna throw our hands, and it might be some gunplay. Their issues, man, there's a whole army of niggas. That's
Yeah.
wealthy
Yeah.
issues. It's the
Yeah.
same issue. They got a disagreement. They don't agree on something, and nigga like, man, you disrespecting me. Nah, nigga, you disrespecting me. All right, bet. Let's handle it. It's the same thing. It's just two different levels.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta handle your handle when it needs to be handled. Um, it's just that simple. But yeah, man, I don't. That's why when these fighters go through stuff outside the ring, and I tell people all the time, you worried about them seeing them in the ring, but if they don't get past what they going through outside the ring, how the hell can you expect to see them in the ring? Because whatever they going through outside, depends on what it is, could affect them performing in the ring or you ever seeing them in the ring again. But some people just go, I don't care about that. I just want to see them fight. And I go, I understand that you don't care about their personal issues outside the ring, but if that could stop them from fighting, rather if it's health issues, they going through mental health, or they caught a case because a lot of these fighters they getting arrested. If it ain't, and a lot of it is domestic violence. It seems like everybody having a problem with their broad. I don't know what it is. Everybody seem to have a problem with their broad. So rather if you having a problem with your woman, you putting your hands on somebody at a gas station, you slapping a fan because he ran up on you in the mall, whatever the case may be. It's a lot. So sometimes shit like that. That's why we need a lot of these fighters. We need a lot of these celebrity people. We need a lot of people in higher power because you have so many fans that look up to you. We need a lot of y'all. RGM, what's up? We need a lot of y'all to conduct yourself as professionals. Now, you're still human and you still have feelings, but then you have a lot of people who look up to y'all or who are fans that they just they want to see you. They want to see you well off. And then you got those that go, I don't give a damn what happens to him or what happens to her. So, I just think that we got to keep it more professional and find ways to keep ourselves out of this reality TV show drama shit. Because there's too many fighters getting into it with their girlfriends, their baby mamas, their wives. We don't need all that. And once all that happens for you, that makes them look bad because a lot of times these ladies know what they're doing. You take a swing on me,
Yeah.
you know what position is you. All right, you. If I feel threatened by you, you start raising your voice at me. You don't even have to raise your hand. Just raise your voice and make me feel threatened, and see where I take it. See where I take it. So, um, it's it kind of makes you want to live in the world alone and not trust anybody. But you're going to have to trust somebody. So it's a damn if you do. We live in a damn if you do, damn if you don't. Rosetta, what's up, Queen? How you feeling? So that's the world we live in. So We can always say, I don't care what these fighters go through outside the ring. But keep in mind, when we say that, if you're asking to see them in the ring with a certain fighter and there's a possibility that that fight can happen, if it don't happen, it's not because he's scared or his team didn't put it together or the promoter didn't put it together. It's 9 times out of 10 he got to deal with this shit outside the ring. And until that shit gets cleared,
Yeah,
no,
that's what I said. A lot of times, you gotta know what type of fighter you're talking about. Because
yeah,
like I said last night, some fighters are fighting for money, some fighters are fighting for legacy, some fighters are fighting to say that they're the best in the game. You got to understand what fighters you're fighting or what fighters are you're talking about. When you realize what
yeah,
type of fighter you're talking about, you can have a better understanding of why certain things are going down the way it's going down. And then you
yeah,
got to understand what type of promoters that these fighters are signed to, because some promoters they only want those fighters to fight people that's in their stable, or they only
yeah,
want their fighters to fight a certain type of fighter. You got to understand who you dealing with. Once you can understand who you dealing with and what the business of boxing is all about, then you'll have a better understanding of why certain fights happen or why certain fights don't happen. Because like I was saying about Canelo, I mean Virgil Ortiz yesterday on B3 channel, he was asking. I mean, Coach Eddie was saying he don't believe that Virgil want to fight out.
I can't, I can't hear you, Free. Okay, so good morning, y'all. Shouts to everybody out there this good morning. I mean, on this Tuesday morning. Welcome to Duck Studios.
My bad, my bad.
Nah, you good, you
But
good, you
yeah,
good.
yeah, you gotta. His promoter is not giving him the opportunities, and I was like, y'all gotta understand, this man been fighting for 10 years, and he's never fought for a title. I said, this is what Oscar De La Hoya does. He had daggone Jaime McGear, built his career up to like 44 wins, no losses. Didn't fight nobody. He had Zordo Ramirez, built his career up to 41 losses. I mean, 41 wins, no losses. Didn't fight nobody. This is what Oscar De La Hoya is. So you got to understand the reason why certain things don't happen the way you expect it to happen, because you got to realize who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So, I know it's kind of hard for you to ask people to be inconsiderate because we live in a time where the fans just want what they want. We don't care about your personal issues. We don't care who you sign to. Um, all we want is what we want. And I get it. Um, I didn't hear you, D3. Oh yeah. So I always try to look at it from there, like from that point, or sometimes y'all think about what these dudes go through and what's stopping them from doing what they need to do. Now, if y'all don't want to use that one, just use exactly what's going on with Virgil and De La Hoya. I mean, we have seen stuff like this where it's always the fighter versus the promoter. We've seen this. So for some of y'all that claim y'all been watching boxing for years, the ones who claim, y'all act like this is the first time y'all have heard something like this. When stuff like this have been going on in boxing for years, there's always been a promoter versus a fighter for years. You've had fighters who man, I need a way out of this shit, man. If I got to pay to get my way up out of here, then that's what I'm gonna do. So none of this shit that we see surprises me. It might surprise you. Don't surprise me. I remember watching Floyd pay $750,000 just to get to get the hell out of Top Rank. I think Mikey Garcia went through something with Bob. It's plenty of them. Excuse me. That you got some people that can get out of situations, and then you got some that got to stay and deal with it. So a lot of this is frustrating. And if you don't understand, this is why I always say, if y'all don't understand the business of boxing and how shit works, or if you don't understand how contracts and life works out, some of y'all are going to pull your hair out because you're going to be frustrated. You will be frustrated because you'll be like, damn, all I was looking at was the money. That's all I cared about. All I cared about was the money. And then when it's time to get out and you go, I want to leave, buddy, did you read that contract? What that contract say? Your ass belong to us. Now you feel some kind of way. They free. They feel some kind of way now. They feel some kind
Yeah,
of way.
that's
Oh,
because
man, this is some bullshit. I
that
want out this contract, and I want out this contract today, or I'm taking you to court. What?
niggas didn't realize how important it was to graduate high school until they got a contract. Man, I don't know how to read this shit. Well, if you would have stayed in school, you would have learned how to read it.
Oh, my loving God, man. My loving God. Jesus Christ. Hey, you see that drink he got, Bay? It's like some of their careers right now. It's Canada Dry. Some of their careers is Canada Dry right now. Damn it. So their careers is Canada Dry right now. These dudes is flipping out. I can't get out this contract. I want out this contract, damn it. And I'll sue you if I don't get out of here. Let me tell you something. You know what I learned? Everyone enjoy your day. I'm getting ready to eat and drink breakfast. Peace. Hey, Rosetta, bring me back something from Nashville. I know they got a lot of interesting things in Nashville. Coffee mug, something. Bring me something back from there, man. Nashville is dope. Never been there, but I sure would like to go. I would sure like to go there. I'm gonna make a trip there one day. Um, it's crazy because we laugh about it, but it's real. It's like me. It's like I go get a job and they tell me, yo, you gotta read all this. You gotta read all this, the rules, the regulations, whatever, and then you gotta sign. If I don't agree with any of that, I'm not signing. Now you're gonna say, why wouldn't you sign it and you need a job? Because I don't agree with the terms. You can call me a fool because once I sign, I agree to the terms. So when something go wrong, how could I flip out and have an attitude about it? Free. I agree to the terms. So now I'm moving the goalposts because I'm complaining about something that I don't agree with. But you signed. Now you're trying to come and move the
Yep.
goalposts. You can't come and move the goalposts. This is what it is. I Rosetta, appreciate you. You can't come and move the goalposts. This is what it is. That's why kids, I know I should be the last person telling y'all this, but kids, it's very important to stay your asses in school. Or even if you don't, it's
Yeah.
important to educate yourself. If nobody else educates you, educate your damn self. And I ain't talking about being street smart. That's street smart, it only carry you for so long. That's cool to have that. But believe me, that ain't gonna get you no damn job. Free, no hoodie
I
today?
mean,
Hell no, it's too hot. That's why he ain't got no hoodie on.
it's too
It's
hot.
kind of hot up north right
It's gonna
now,
be
okay?
80. It's gonna be 80 degrees out here today.
Hell no,
Hell
Vay.
no. I,
Even
trying to have me out this joint looking like that going Gabrielle Fendor. I ain't about to lose all this goddamn weight.
Free gonna be
Oh,
154
this joint
pounds. Talk
smart.
about I'm the mandatory. I'm the mandatory for Ventura.
I go from it's 9:05 in the morning in my area. I go from being
Hell nah. Hey, we seen what that did for Roy, going from what was Roy, 200 pounds, 190, whatever, to all the way back to light heavyweight. We seen what that happened to him, and you going to 54, you'll be more drained than his ass.
shit. I be out there joint talking about some shit. Oh, Shocky, don't none of these niggas want to fight you. Fuck it. I get in the ring with you, though. I'm 130 pounds
Man,
today. I get in the ring with you, oh,
you
Shocky.
mess around with O'Sharky and get the shock of your damn life playing with his ass because you done lost all that damn
Hey,
weight.
hey, if I can get a couple of $100,000, I'm cool.
You know what? I'm glad we mentioned him. I'm
I
glad
know
we
how to
mentioned him.
survive.
I'm glad we
I
mentioned him
know how to survive.
because I used this thumbnail with him and Raymond Ford not to make this whole thing about him because I said, oh, it's boxing talk. You know what? Just because I put a thumbnail up with two fighters, I don't have to make it about them. It's boxing talk, so we get into different things. But since we have that thumbnail up there, and I heard you and BVO mention it, what do you think about that? Is that a fight that you would want to see, or would you want to see O'Shaquie go another route?
I want to see O'Shaquie get the Shakur Stevenson fight. I wouldn't mind the O'Shaquie and Raymond Ford fight. I just think Raymond Ford is not seasoned enough for a guy like O'Shaquie Ford. See, Raymond Ford, he allows Shakur to put him in the middle of their business, and Raymond Ford gonna end up taking an ass whooping that wasn't meant for him.
Damn.
He's gonna end up taking an ass whooping that wasn't meant for him. Now, I'm not saying that O'Shaquie beat Shakur Stevenson, but I start to wonder when guys be talking and they keep trying to put other people in fights with you, with that individual, and that individual was calling you out. I gotta wonder, okay, why you're not trying to fight him? This man was the number one contender for a couple of years. The man been talking crazy about you, and your energy is different when it comes to him than it is when it comes to everybody else. So what is it about him that makes you not want to fight? The same way I felt about Canelo and Boo Boo Andrade and Canelo and David Benavidez. You can't tell me that it's an easy fight for an individual if a person is not trying to get in the ring. Because I've never seen Canelo turn down an easy fight.
No.
I never seen him turn down an easy fight. So you saying David Benavidez is an easy fight for Canelo Alvarez? Well, why Canelo never fought him? Because I seen him get in the ring with Jaime McGinn. That was an easy fight. I seen him get in the ring with daggone Edgar Berlanga. That was an easy fight.
Yeah.
I seen him get in the ring with a lot of guys that was easy fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't mind the fight with O'Shaquie and Raymond Ford. I prefer O'Shaquie and Shakur, but Raymond Ford, he's a young buck. He looks up to Shakur Stevenson, and he allows Shakur to put him in the middle of their beef. And like I said, Raymond Ford going to end up taking an ass whooping that wasn't meant for him.
Oh, I think in boxing it's too much of this big brother shit. No, it's okay to look up to somebody.
Crew out here, that's the active squad. Raymond Ford, Shakur, and Keyshawn. That's the only big brother crew. Everybody else, they for themselves. You don't see that with nobody else.
I
It's
ain't
only
sleepy.
them that does that.
I'm not sleepy, Vay. I'm fully up. I ain't sleepy. Ain't no sleeping me. I'm fully up. I got shit to do today. Today gonna be a busy day. I would love to get out at some point and enjoy the weather. That's probably going to happen, but it ain't gonna happen for too long because when the weather get nice, these fools get stupid. So if I really don't have to be outside, no matter how nice it is, I'm not gonna do it unless I'm going to a gym or something, which I'm not doing today. I'll
See,
probably go to
that's why
boxing
that's
sometime.
why I go places where I know I'm not gonna have no ignorant dudes
I
out
can't take it.
out
I
there.
can't take
I
it,
go
free.
fishing.
I just told my cousin last night.
I go camping.
My cousin live in Connecticut, and we was just talking about. He asked me. He said, "When the last time you been to the hood?" I said, "Man, I don't go over there, bro. It's not that I have anything against it. If I end up over there, I end up over there. I'm not focused on going back to my projects just to, it's all right sometimes to drop in, speak to who you need to speak to, and get out. But I don't be focused on that, especially not now, man. I'll be like, look, man.
See, that's why I said I go fishing. I go camping. I go roller skating. You'll find some ignorant dudes up in there. But I go do activities where I know most hoodlums ain't gonna be at.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna do it. You might find a real one that ain't got no money to do nothing else, so he just ended up at the skating ring because it's cheap. And he's like, man, I'm gonna go skating. I ain't got no money to do nothing
yeah.
else. I can't go to the club. I
That's
can't go
why.
to the bar.
That's why when I do the cookouts, that's why for the last 3 years, peace. I don't sit there and invite everybody like, yo, I'm doing this cookout, y'all. Everybody come through. No, because it would be pure chaos. I don't want that. I don't like
I
ignorant
told
people.
my wife, I said, soon as we get a week of 80-degree weather, and I don't see no days that it's gonna be under 75 or under 70. I said, shit, I'm going fishing. I'm going straight to the goddamn ocean. Well, to the lake or the river. I'm going
Yeah,
fishing. I,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
take
I
my
mean,
wife out there, and we're gonna sit out that joint with our
if you,
little lawn chairs,
if you get a day,
our little lawn chairs, and
if
we're
you
gonna
get a
catch a bait.
day, if you get a day where it's warm, y'all, take advantage of it. But take advantage of it in the right way. Like I know this year in my city is gonna be a bunch of pure assholes, and I don't have time for that. That's why if I don't need. I'm like, if I'm gonna be outside, to keep it real with you, I gotta be going somewhere. Cause far as me sitting outside, sometimes it's hard to do, man. It's hard to do because people feel like when it's wintertime, nobody wants no problems. Soon as it get nice, all the idiots come outside. The people who don't serve a purpose is outside. But it is what it is. Pop, what up? I have no issue with it. Like you were saying. I mean, there's other fights we do prefer to see. I think it becomes all talk, and I don't even think the fight happens between them. That's just my opinion. I don't think it happens. It don't get dark till. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. I know, man.
You don't think what'll happen?
Oshaki and Ray.
Well, according to Ray, they in negotiations
Oh, okay.
because Oshaki had went on Twitter and he was going back and forth with Shakur. He was like, "Nigga, you ain't got no fight. I ain't got no fight. We can go ahead and mix
And
it
you know
up."
what?
And
That's another thing that bothers
Raymond
me.
Ford chimed in and was like, "Hold up, ain't we in negotiations?"
That's another thing that bothers me.
So
I need these fighters to keep their ass above the Twitter. If we got something going on, let's go ahead and make it happen. We ain't gotta go on, but I know it ain't gonna stop because I wanted to stop. But we just need to like if we trying to make something happen, let's go ahead and make it happen. We ain't gotta go on social media. Let's go ahead and let's get it going. If we gonna get it going, because that's the era I come from. I don't come from the social media era, and I don't come from all that. It's like if we gonna make it happen. Because I don't have time to go on social media and respond to you. We gonna make it happen, make it happen. I don't got time to be going back and then we go back and forth with the insults. Then we go back and forth talking about how much money you make, you broke, you this or that, you need me, and da 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 da. Man, ain't nobody got time for that. Are we fighting or we trying to fight? We not trying to fight? All right then, man. God bless
yeah,
you, man.
I mean, yeah, for you ain't got no time, but you talking to a era where that's what
Yeah, see, yeah.
be
It's
on Twitter and Instagram. This is what they do on a regular. So that's the way they communicate. Instead of them phone and calling each other, they
Yeah,
get on Twitter and Instagram and go back and forth with each other.
yeah, it's just crazy to me, and I be looking at it like this generation's wild, boy. They wild, and majority of these dudes are fathers. Keep in mind. So I'll be like, bro, come on now,
Yeah.
knock it off. Everybody's a father and got kids. Come on now. Let's start making the best decision for our kids. Because when you make these fights, keep in mind, you're not just making the best decision for your team, you're also making the best decision for your family. So it's like, we ain't got time for the Twitter shit. Let's go. What we doing? Because if not, move out the way, and then I know where we stand.
Dog, the way these dudes handle themselves, you forget that boxing is a sport. You
Yeah,
would think that
you think this shit is battle rap?
it's this is yeah. You would think that this stuff is really personal, and a lot of
Yeah,
these dudes don't really have beef with each other. They don't
but
have no beef with
you,
each other.
you, you
Like
know what it
this is
is?
the only sport. This is the only sport that you could tell niggas, I beat your ass, nigga. What you get, man? I beat your ass, but you never get in the ring. Like
Never get in the ring.
basketball, you be like, man, I whoop your ass.
Yo, who was that
Coming up,
told that story?
niggas talking, and they ain't never trying to,
I think
ain't never trying to get in the ring with each
somebody in
other.
the NBA told the story about how players used to meet up with each other off season, right? Off season, they used to meet up. Like you get your five, I get my five, and it wouldn't even be people on the same team. It'd just be a whole bunch of stars from different teams, and they over meet up somewhere and be like, "Let's play," like shit like that. Like, like you said, it don't even
Yeah,
be personal,
they do
but
that
then
all
it
the
gets
time.
personal. But it gets personal, and when they don't have to go there free, it gets personal because then, like I said, just like some of these so-called fans, when they be on these channels and people talking, it goes outside of boxing. Steady us trying to put a fight together, it goes outside of boxing because the insults come in. You start talking about somebody's financial. It goes way beyond boxing. Like you said, you wouldn't even think these dudes. You would think these dudes were battle rappers. And it's like, what are we
No,
doing?
like I mean, a lot, like a lot of these guys, um, they real sensitive to what somebody said. Instead of just saying,
Yeah,
okay, fine, I'm gonna have my people reach out to yours, and then we're gonna make the fight. These
yeah,
dudes, they can't let you have the last word. They got to be the ones with the last word. So they just keep going back and forth to where they they run out of stuff to talk about boxing wise. To now it got to get personal because we can only say I'm gonna beat your ass so many times before niggas be like, all right, you already said that. What else you got?
yeah,
You
yeah,
can only say that so many times before a nigga be like, okay, you already said that. Next.
yeah.
And now you gotta go personal because there's nothing else left to say.
Nothing else
Instead of
left to
saying,
say.
okay, fuck it. Make the fight, nigga. Make the fight.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm not even saying nothing else to you. Just make the fight.
And
If you ain't
I can
making the fight,
understand. You
don't
know
even
what?
speak on my name no more.
Yeah, and I can understand that coming from them more. You know what I mean? Compared to when we're on this YouTube and dudes are acting like they trying to make a fight with each other, and I'll be like, bro, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Because at the end of the day, they're professionals, and they're gonna see each other whether they fighting or not. Because they gonna go. If you fighting one of their mans in them, they gonna show up to support them. Or even if you're
Hey,
not, they gonna put up.
y'all know what I just figured out. This is off the subject. I just figured this out
What?
yesterday. I was talking to to Daisha and Dream, my grandchildren. I was
Uh
talking
huh.
to them, and I figured the shit out on my own. And then we was talking. I was teaching them the time, and I said, she was like, "What time is?" I said, "It's 10 a.m." And she was
Yeah.
like, 10 a.m. She was like, "What does a.m. stand for?" I said, "A.M. stands for Atlantic, and P.M. stands for Pacific because the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west." And I was like, I just figured that shit out. I didn't even peep the shit on my own. I mean, I didn't
Yo,
even know the shit. I just figured the shit out on my
the
own. I was
best
like,
thing about having grandkids
that shit.
is saying some shit like that. You be like, wait a minute, I just thought about that. Make you start thinking like,
I
wait a
didn't
minute,
even
hold
peep that.
on.
I was like, damn. I said that shit does make sense because the sun rises in the east, which is the Atlantic Ocean, and it sets in
Yeah,
the west, which is the Pacific Ocean. So when it gets to the evening time, it's PM. I said I
yeah,
ain't even pay attention. I just figured the shit out on my
yeah.
own.
Look at Vay said, I never knew that. See, yeah, man. But it shows. See, but that shows you right there.
I never knew that. I didn't
Now,
know that either until I said it
now
out
somebody,
loud to my
now,
grandkids.
now somebody will tell you, oh, I've been knew that. Well, whatever. You're never too old to learn something. That's the whole
I,
point of
I,
life.
I never. Now I could be wrong, but it makes a whole lot of sense to me. It makes a whole lot of sense to me.
Never
You
too
know,
old to learn something. That's why I be
you
telling
can look
people
it up
how
and
you didn't how you didn't know that already. If I don't know something, I don't know it. I don't care nothing about what you know already. I hate when people be like they know every damn thing. So when you find out something, people go, "How you didn't know that?" Look, man, you're never too old to learn something. Because if we know everything, we'll be where we need to be. If we all knew every damn thing, we all would have what we need to be where we be. And even when you do have everything that you think you have or you need, it's always something out there to learn every day. That's why I love it. I learn something about boxing every damn day. I learn something about life every day, just life in general.
hey, like I said, I could be wrong, but you can look it up and see if I'm right. I'm almost certain that I'm right
Nah,
because it
that
makes a
sounds.
whole lot of
You
sense.
know what? I heard somebody else say something similar to that. I think Lauren Hill said that in one of her songs when she was with the Fugees. I think she had a rhyme that was something like that. I'm gonna go back and listen to it today. It's one of their first songs they came out with, and I think she said something like that in one of the songs. Now that you said it, I'm gonna go back to one of the Fugees. I'm gonna go back to their first joint because I believe she said something like that in her line.
It stands for ant. I don't know.
Definition.
I don't know what that is. Anti. I'm gonna stick with Atlantic and Pacific.
Yeah, you
I'm
stupid.
gonna stick with Atlantic and Pacific.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I got to go back to that album though. Yeah, but I think with all these guys, it's like, man, either fight or just shut the fuck up. That's the type of time that I'm on. Cause I'm not interested in the whole Twitter shit. I don't really care nothing about none of that. Because I'm the type fight or either move out the way. You ever be in the club and you see somebody get their ID and they ain't got their ID and they kind of like holding up the line and you just push them to the side, you holding up the line, move out the way. Okay, move. We need the next people to come in. That's how I look at boxing. Move out the way.
Right. Y'all still waiting on this fight, man. Look, move.
Yeah, move. That's how I feel. That's
They
how I
said
treat it like that. You go to the club, they ain't about to
y'all
wait
let
all day for you to get your ID. You ain't got your ID, step to the side.
those are niggas I call the the daggone the McDonald's customers. Y'all come to McDonald's every day. Y'all look at the menu, talking about what I want. The menu is the same menu every day. It doesn't change. Y'all still looking at the goddamn menu.
Oh, how you stand at the McDonald's menu for about 5 minutes and talk about, damn, I'm trying to see what I want. Bruh, if they have something new, you'll know. If they advertise it, when they got something new coming, they always advertise it in the commercials. You'll see it. Bruh, you don't see any of that. How you don't know what you want when you get there? You can't get the Popeyes and say, I
No,
don't know what I want. The fuck?
no, I done been to McDonald's, Popeyes, KFC, Burger King, Wendy's.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to all that. Church's Chicken,
Menu
all kinds of
before I
shit. Boy
get there.
Rogers, all that.
Yeah, I done been to all of these joints to know their menu before I get there. So when I go there, I'm going there for a specific reason. My grandkids want a Happy Meal. I want a Big Mac. My wife want a double burger. A double cheeseburger. I
Yeah,
know what I want. If I'm going to Popeyes, I'm getting some fried chicken. I'm getting some fried
yeah.
chicken. I'm going to KFC, I'm getting some fried chicken. I'm going to Wendy's,
Um,
nigga. I want a Dave double. I want a
these dudes,
Dave double. That's why I'm going to Wendy's.
dudes don't be knowing what they want. I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want that. Well, I tell you what, sir. Until you
Nah,
figure out what you
you know
want,
what I hate? You know what I hate? I hate seeing a nigga at McDonald's and the daggone counter person say, "Hey, uh, can I take your order? What y'all have on your menu? What, nigga? You been standing in line all this time. You ain't see that big ass menu in front of you the
some
whole
people
time
just
you was
let me
standing
tell
in
you
line."
something. Some people just do too much. That's why I stopped going into these places, and even though I don't like ordering from Uber Eats, I stopped going into those places just because of that, because I have low patience. I have low patience
No,
because people hold up the line, people play games, and I'll be
that's why.
like, damn, order what you gotta order. It ain't even safe to walk into fast foods no more like that anyway, because they be wilding out now,
That's
jumping
why.
behind the counter. They doing
That's
too much goofy shit.
That's why I'm glad they got the little kiosk. When I walk in there, they're like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "I'm going to the kiosk. I'm good. I don't even
Yeah,
go up to
so
the counter no more.
me and boxing
I go
sauce,
to the counter to get my food. That's about it."
me and boxing sauce and Coastal Boxing. So after the press conference, we all down in 42nd. We go to this Popeyes. Now I never knew there was a Popeyes in 42nd because I don't really move down there like that. But the way they did it was they had an upstairs where you could pick up the food, but you had to make the order downstairs. So you go to the machine, you put your order in, you give them your ticket and shit. They send it upstairs. And then you take the elevator, go up, and be able to get your food. Yo, the way they did it was dope. They had the machine that they make it downstairs, but then they send it upstairs to you. Matter of fact, I said it wrong. You don't give them their receipt downstairs. You make the order, and then you go up to get it. When you get up there, you give them your receipt. It was dope because I said that was so much easier than having to wait on a long ass line because, like I said, people be acting like they don't know what they want. Just like in boxing, they be acting like they don't know what they want. But I'm the type that, hey, can you step to the side, please? Step to the side because you holding up the line. For everybody who has a
You
mandatory,
still
huh?
you looking at the same menu. You looking at the same menu that never changed. Someone's on, what do I want,
Yeah,
nigga? I know what I want. Move the fuck out the way.
yeah,
Shit,
like, and that's how I look at boxing.
your Coke is out of order. Your Coke machine is out of order, man. Give me a Sprite. I'm good. Give me a Sprite or a Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
I'm good. I don't
like,
need no Coke today. Give me a
and
Sprite or a Mountain Dew. I'm good.
that's how I look at boxing. Move the hell out the way. Move out the way. That's all we ask. If you know what I'm saying,
What?
you holding up the
Tank Davis
division.
ain't fight. Ain't
Yeah, yeah. Listen, this is why I tell people I can't complain. Two things I could do. I can either support the fight or I can not support it and don't watch it. But the people who act like they're not going to support it or be the ones that end up watching it. Why? Because nobody wants to miss out on the conversation. Because when you jumping on these channels, you know, you want to be able to have an argument about something. That's why a lot of these dudes watch it. A lot of them, I won't speak for all of them because some of them are real fans. And then you got majority of them that's not. They want to watch it because if I don't watch it, I can't be a part of the conversation or be a part of the argument or the fucking debate. So I gotta watch it. And it's like, yeah, but you the one that was down in the fight. You were down in it though,
like,
but you watched it.
like I said, like I tell people all the time. If it's not something that I want to see and I gotta pay for it, I'm not
Yeah.
paying for it. Now, if it's free, fine. I'll watch it for free. I ain't tripping. I'll watch it for free. But if I gotta pay for it, nigga, I'm not paying for it. Oh, free? I thought you was a boxer fan. I am, but I don't want to see that.
A boxing fan does
Don't want to
not
see it.
mean
Now,
I
if
support.
you giving it to me like the Jake Paul and AJ, they gave it to me for free. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll watch it. I'll see if Jake Paul gonna get knocked out for free. If I gotta pay for it, I'm not paying for that. No, sir.
Let me
No,
explain
I'm not
something
paying
to
for it.
all y'all
that have that question of, I thought you were a boxing fan. Let me explain some to y'all in case some of y'all don't know. This might be new to some of y'all, and it's okay. Just because somebody is a boxing fan, that doesn't mean they support everything in boxing. In case y'all didn't know that. Because y'all sound stupid when
like
y'all
I told
ask that question. Well, I repeat it again for the ones in the back who's sitting in the back of the room playing with themselves. I'll say it again to you. Just because you are a boxing fan, that doesn't mean you support everything that's happening in boxing. That's not how that
like I
works. Because in the real world, that's called
like I
casual. And we are not casuals over here.
like
So
I
there's
tell
going to
people
be
all
some
the
things
time.
we're not going to agree with.
Like I tell people all the time. I like steak, but if I go to a restaurant and ask for my steak medium well, and they give it to me well done, or they give it to me medium rare, nigga, I'm not paying for that. I didn't ask for that. I'm not paying
No.
for it. Take this back. Give me my steak medium well. If you're not gonna give it to me medium well, I'll go to another spot. I'm not paying for it. Y'all will let people give y'all what y'all don't want and say, fuck it, I gotta pay for it. I ate it anyway. Why the fuck you eat something that you didn't want?
I was hungry.
I'm not eating shit I don't want.
I was hungry,
Nigga,
free.
I was hungry. Nigga, give me. I sit here and eat this goddamn bread and water until my wife finish her food. I'm not paying for that damn steak. I didn't ask for that. I eat this
So
damn bread and water.
a lot of
I'm
these
good.
dudes that be, a lot of these, like I said, a lot of these dudes that be trying to convince somebody, like, you ain't got to go out your way to prove to me that you're a fan. You ain't got to go out your way to prove to me, or I'm gonna just watch every fight. I wouldn't care who it is. All right, that's cool. That's cool. But
Well, you,
just because we cover boxing, that does not mean everything that's involved in boxing we're going to approve of it. But that doesn't mean because we don't
no,
approve of it that nobody's not going to watch it. It's just something that we don't approve
see,
of. That's what y'all got the wrong idea of how this works.
I think a lot of people think because you have a YouTube channel and you
Yes.
cover boxing that you have to cover every boxing match. No,
And no, you
sir.
don't.
I'm not
No, sir.
media. I'm not a media. I'm a content creator. I'm not media. I'm a content creator. So
And even
I can
and e-
cover boxing without having to cover
it,
every channel. I mean every
and
boxing match.
even for the ones that don't know, even being in media, I'm in media. That don't mean I'm covering every damn thing. I'm gonna cover what I want to cover. Just because these 10 channels are covering it and those dudes are media dudes, well, Duck, don't tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I do what I want to do. I don't care what the other channels are doing. They're not me and I'm not them. They have to do what works for their channel. I have to do what works for me. And like Free said, if there's 10 other restaurants selling burgers and fries, why the hell would I want to be the 11th restaurant selling the same shit? Now you make that make sense. And y'all can't be out here telling people what their job is, and y'all ain't even in the same position. That's not how that works. Even if you're in media, like, okay, copy. When you put in credentials, of course, you know, there's certain videos you do have to do because a lot of these promotional companies, well, not them, but the PR, the people who are giving you the credentials, a lot of them are going to look for certain stuff. Rather if it's an interview or videos, I don't think they too much look at how many subscribers you got, but they are gonna look at what you do, and that counts for something. But there's just gonna be times where I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm not covering that. It's that simple. So, you know, for like, and I know because I apply for these. I go to these events. I may not make it to all of them. I don't need to make it to all of them, but I've been to more of them than some of y'all been. So, you know, but no, we cover what we want to cover. There's no such thing as I thought. No, I don't care what you thought. What you thought don't matter. We cover what we want to cover. Like this whole content creator, media, whatever you want to call it, is very simple. And what I mean by simple, you move at your own pace. You talk about what you think is worth talking about. If people are going to support you, they're going to do that. I got 6 people in here, 13 likes. You think that's gonna make me end my video? That's all right, RGM. You think that's gonna make me end my video because I got 7 people and 13 likes? Let me end my video because ain't nobody listening to me. I should have way more people in here, and I got 800 and some subscribers. I don't trip off that. I appreciate the people coming in here because they ain't got to be up here early in the morning listening to me. And some of y'all think that the amount of people is what makes the channel. Yo, come on, man. You should have at least 100 people in here and 90 likes. No, it don't work like that. I just appreciate the people that come and rock with me. I've sat up here times where it was 0 people up here. That's the problem. You supposed to control the channel. Y'all let the channel control you. Now make that make sense. You understand, Free? You control the channel. You don't let the channel control you. Y'all be basing off how many people y'all got in y'all chat is going to determine if you stay going live. That's crazy. Sometimes people just look for drama and bullshit. Exactly. Of course, RGM, of course that's what they look for. If they come over here and they be like, yo, no Doug Zone's too damn positive. Yeah, let's get up out of here. We need a place where they're insulting people. You know what I mean? You know, everybody like that one apartment, that one house that they can go to where they getting high and drunk all night. Nobody likes to go to an apartment where no, they don't smoke, they don't do too much. I don't want to go to that place. That's what they look for in here. They look for places where they can go and tear shit up. But you can't do it over here. But this, like I said, this boxing shit is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's very simple. I mean, they could keep looking for drama. You could prefer, I mean, people, go listen, there's plenty of places and plenty of channels where the drama is accepted. The disrespect is accepted. Y'all see it. Y'all places. Some of y'all done learned about going to some of these places. Y'all done learned and y'all don't go there no more. You know why? Because y'all learned y'all lesson. Y'all learned y'all lessons. Because that's not what YouTube is supposed to be about. YouTube didn't make it like that. The people on YouTube made it like that. YouTube never, you read the guidelines, it never said, hey, we need you to make drama content. We need you to talk about people's deceased relatives. We need y'all to curse each other out. We need y'all to pull weapons out on camera and let people know how gangster you are. YouTube ain't never had that. The people did it. It's that simple. And that's as real as it's gonna get. But as far as when it comes to this boxing, yeah, we all content creators, or yeah, we all media guys, but at the same time, we report and talk about what we want to, not what we're told to. Somebody looks at my thumbnail right now. I don't want to hear nothing about O'Shaquie and Raymond Ford. Well, actually, this whole conversation was never really about O'Shaquie and Raymond Ford. Yes, I use them as a thumbnail because it's boxing talk, and that's another thing I want to bring up. For now, if I put a certain thumbnail up, 9 times out of 10, when you come in, I'm not lowering you in, but when I say it's boxing talk, that means we can talk about whatever in this boxing talk, whether if it's old school or not. I just figured because, you know, Shockey and I got it up there. I said, well, let me ask my good brother Free how he feel. Oh, that's why I respect you. Thank you, RGM. I call them drama-driven channels. Yeah, babe, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, I don't trip. Yo, it's only 8 people in here, 14 likes. I'm ending my live, Free. This is some bullshit. Like, what are we talking about? I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for everybody who's subscribed to my channel. I'm grateful for everybody who's going out of their way to buy a ticket to come to New York and come kick it with me. I'm grateful for that because people don't have to do that. It's all about being grateful. That's why how I thank you back is by doing this cookout. I hate when people do that. Yeah, I hate when people do it too. Yeah, you know, but they do that, RGM. They do that. They do that. They do that because instead of them controlling the numbers, they let the numbers control them. I understand everybody wants to be profitable. Everybody wants to make the money, but make the money. Don't let the money make you. In the words of my girl, Lisa Ray, and Players Club. Make the money. Don't let the money make you. You control the numbers. You don't let the numbers control you. That's the problem. You're supposed to control the numbers. Don't let the numbers control you. So if you ever feel like you need 100 people and they should be in there and they not, maybe it ain't your time to get 100 people in your channel yet. Maybe you need to ask yourself, what do I need to do to step that up where I could get more people to come in? Me, I think of plenty of ways to get more people to come in, but I know that's not going to happen itself. I have work to do. I got work to do, and I'm okay with that. I move at my own pace. I'm not going to move at the pace people want me to move at. So it's not going to happen. And yeah, free. Some people just need to be mindful of that that they don't have to keep reminding us about what it is that we do, because we was doing it before some of y'all even came around.
Well, I don't care because you can't tell me what I do. I know what I
Yeah,
do.
you
How
damn
you
sure
gonna tell
can't
me?
tell me
How
what
you
I
gonna
do.
tell me
Illy,
what?
what up?
Yeah, you don't know what I am.
You don't know what I am. You just going by what you heard, or when you go on my Instagram or on my YouTube, and you assume. Well, I don't give. Yeah, guess what? I'm also a guy that was getting up here in the morning. It wasn't talking boxing, and I was just having morning chop ups talking about life. Where were you when I was speaking about mental health, depression, stress, what to do when somebody gets a stroke? Where were y'all when I was talking about bullying, depression, all that type of shit? Starting your own business, learning how to read contracts. Where was y'all when all those conversations was going on? So to come and tell me I thought that you was a boxing channel, well, sir, obviously you don't know nothing about me and you haven't done your homework, because I'm bigger than boxing. And I don't mean that to sound cocky, but it's bigger than boxing over here. Only reason why I've been hard on the boxing lately, I've been hard on the boxing lately because I needed it. That's the only reason why.
Wanted to do.
That's what I wanted
Say
to
what
do, because even exactly, and yeah, I don't talk only boxing because I knew there was some people that they go through stuff in life, and I wanted to be able to be like, you know what? Let's get off this for a minute, because at one time I was getting a little upset with boxing conversations, and I said it all the time that the conversations get a little watered down. They get watered down because we find ourselves in the same arguments, the same debates about the same damn people who don't care about what we feel about them. They don't care about what we feel about them. So if they don't care about what we feel about them and they don't care about us seeing them in the best fights, why would I take my time to come up here from Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday speaking about their ass? Why? Because that's supposed to get my subscribers up? That's supposed to get my views up? No. A person that does not care about what the people think, and the people are the one paying, rather if it's through a pay-per-view or app or they're buying a ticket or merch, they don't care. Well, then I don't too much give I don't care about them. I don't care about them. And I certainly don't care about getting no doggone views up. I don't care nothing about none of that. I can give two. I don't care nothing about none of that, bro. Y'all be caring about that. That's why a lot of y'all go hard the way y'all do. You got people free that's putting in so much time, it ain't getting nothing out of this, none of this shit. They putting in too much time. I'm gonna go live 3 times a day and for 7 days a week and be on the live 5 hours and still ain't getting the results you want. Make that make sense.
Um, I mean, as much as I see, I be like, dang, why are you not rich yet? You on YouTube way too. You on YouTube more than you used to do your full time job. You said you're gonna do YouTube full time. You doing it more than you did your full time job.
Jesus Christ. I'm like,
You was
it's crazy,
you
man.
went to work for 8 hours. Y'all niggas be on YouTube for like 30 hours,
Man,
and it's only 24 hours in a day. And I
come
tell you
on
how
now.
long they be on YouTube.
You telling me I can go live
Y'all
three
niggas
times in one day,
be
4 times in one day, and or 7 days a week for 5 fucking hours to talk about what? Huh? Why is
uh,
Shakur?
like
Why is
like I said.
Shakur? Why is Shakur ain't fighting this guy? Why is Tank coming back to fight Pitt? You can only keep talking about that. Damn, we gonna do that every day for three lives, for 3 lives. Tay Tay, I see you. What's up,
Like I
sis?
said, I can't do. I there's not unless it's something like the free agency or the NFL draft or the NBA draft or something like that going on. There's not enough for me to talk about in one day to do 3 lives about one particular sport. Now, if I'm doing 3 lives and I'm talking about basketball in one live, football in another live, and boxing in another live, then that's different. But if I'm talking about the same sport all 3 times, there's not enough for me to talk about all 3 times. I'm gonna run out of stuff to say after the first live. That's the reason why I cut the first live off. I had nothing else to say.
No. When you have, I mean, I get to that point. If I don't have nothing else to say in my life, hey, look, y'all, da 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 da. I might come back later, holler at me, da da da, whatever the case may be. I'ma holler at y'all. If I don't go
So
live, I'll let y'all know. If y'all don't see me, and that's another thing. If y'all don't see me post anything, then yeah, I won't be live. Y'all see y'all tomorrow. Shit like
I'm,
that. I'm not finished
I'm gonna be
find
honest.
stuff to
I'm gonna
talk.
be
I'm
honest
not
with
about to find things to talk about. That's what I'm not about to do. I'm gonna say what I need to say, even
you.
if it's for 30 minutes, and I'm out of here.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you go live 3 times a day and I'm on all 3 of your lives, I feel like I'm cheating on my wife. I'm not gonna be on all 3 of your lives. I might be on one, maybe two. I'm not gonna be on all
Ah,
3. I feel like I'm cheating. I'm
oh
spending more
man,
time on
my
your
loving
lives than I'm
God,
spending with my wife.
my loving God. 3 lives, and then you still not. And you know what? And you still not getting the results you want. That's the crazy thing. You still not getting the results you want. Yo, like YouTube, I have some of y'all on some like going crazy. Y'all got the fiend. Y'all got the Pookie from New Jack City looking your eyes. Like, fam, it ain't that serious. I'm not working that hard, fam. That's why I tell you, I go live. I got to a point where I'll go live when I feel like it. Now it's not even mandatory for me to be live every day. Now I go live when I feel like it. If you don't see me do a morning live, you'll catch me in the afternoon. If you don't catch me in the afternoon, hell, you might catch me on Instagram. It all depends on how I feel because I'm responsible for how the channel moves. And I know, you know what? You got to do better than what you're doing, son. That's why I never complain because I'm responsible for how it moves. I'm responsible. If I'm not happy with the results, change what I'm doing. But I can't sit there and go, man, there's only 9 people with 15 likes. This is some bullshit. I'm checking out. Can't do it. You got to appreciate what you got. Busy with work and social media. It'd be too much. And that's the problem. A lot of them are not even dropping YouTube. Like I don't do YouTube shorts as much. I just dropped one yesterday because I was walking outside and it was beautiful. I might go out and do another one today. I gotta drop more shorts. But some of them are not even doing that. They're not even doing that. Yeah, the YouTube shorts help. Um, that's why every time when I get in the gym and y'all see me, I do something simple too. All I do is take the camera, go around the gym with it, say what I say. I end it off. Yeah, No Dub Zone podcast. Let's go. That's just showing you. Yeah, I'm out. This is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But
No
a lot
Duck
of them,
Zone podcast. Let's go.
yeah, you see how I be doing that shit. I be like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Man, I keep that shit simple, free. I keep it simple, and I'm gonna tell you why I started doing that. I'm gonna tell you why I started doing that because I remember in the beginning I wasn't doing that for the shorts, and somebody was like, when you're doing the YouTube shorts, you should just go ahead and say that because that's already a part of you. Because when I first started
Yeah.
doing that, they was like, Shannon Briggs says that, but I said the difference is I said Shannon goes, "Let's go, champ." I don't say it like Shannon does. He has a way of saying it. I don't say it the way he do. So I say it totally different. And I said I didn't take that from him. Let's go was just always something. That's all. That's how I felt when I started No Doug Zone. I had the let's go, motivation. Like, yo, let's go, let's do this. I mean, if we gonna do it, let's go. Let's go ahead and do it. Because my thing was, I'm either gonna do this or I'm just gonna not do it. You know what I mean? That's simple. So that's where the let's go came from. It wasn't, me trying to copy Shannon Briggs. Shout outs to him. It was just a motivation thing. And so, that's how that came about. But yeah, they don't even drop shorts like that. Everything is about reporting something and just sitting up there for 4 or 5 hours. Like,
Like I said,
what can we
it
talk
don't.
about?
It's not that serious for me. Me
It's not
personally,
that
like I
serious.
said, I do this as a hobby. I have a full time job. Shit, I got a part time job. I
Yeah.
do YouTube as a hobby. I mean, I do DoorDash as my part time job. I'm not making no money from YouTube, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hobby. It's not that serious for me.
You know
Like
what?
people really be wanting to get their views and their numbers up, and as no knock to them. I mean, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. It's just that's not me. I'm not gonna be out here begging for people views and likes and all that. I'm not gonna do it. If you give it to me, you give it to me. If you don't, you don't. That's why it took me so long to get 1,000 subscribers because I wasn't on YouTube like that. As far as doing my own
Um,
channel because it
you
wasn't that serious for me.
it, it,
I did it as a
it,
hobby.
that's another thing with that because you can go on 7 days a week and still not get to where you want to be because people subscribe to what they want to subscribe to. Remember, to make a channel, also, people got to subscribe. People subscribe to what they want to subscribe to, which means a lot of people are coming to your channel. And if you're not talking about their favorite fighter, because you got some people that's like that. Um, and if the content don't fit them, that's it. And then you got a whole bunch of people telling people out here that don't like you anyway that don't mess with your channel. That's another thing. You got a bunch of suck ass dudes who will tell people don't go mess with his channel. Don't go subscribe to him. Which is
No,
cool.
I don't want you. I don't want you coming to my channel anyway. If you got to listen to somebody else to tell you whether
That's a
you should come
fact.
to my channel or not, I don't
Yeah.
want you come to my channel.
And when you come to my channel, don't come to my channel because you're trying to be nosy and peek and go end up telling the other person that sent you over here. Because then, I'm gonna pack you up real quick. If I don't pack you up, somebody in the chat gonna pack you up. So, y'all know not to come over here playing. Don't come over here playing
I,
because you'll get packed up real quick.
I, trust and believe me. If you don't want to be at my channel, don't come to my channel.
Don't come to my
I'm
channel. I
cool.
don't need
I
you.
don't I don't have a lot of people on my daggone channel when I go live. I still be having fun. Calling my
Listen,
football
that's what
games,
it's all
talking about
about.
boxing or whatever I'm talking
That's
about.
what it's all
I
about,
still have
free.
fun.
People don't understand that. That's what it's all about. You're not going live to see how many people come in. I wouldn't give a damn because there's so many people on YouTube in one day. You got people that sometimes they might not get your notification. Some people that know you are alive. Some people are not interested. And that's
No, do
cool.
y'all know how much fun I be having over at BVO or No Duck Zone, and they might not have no more than maybe 20 people on the live at one time, but we be having a ball.
man. And
Y'all
we,
be
you know
missing
why?
out. I don't be missing out at all. Y'all the ones
Because
that
we,
don't
you know
show up
why?
and be missing out.
The thing is, the reason why it's like that, Free, because we been did it before. A lot of these people met us. We been did it when it was me, you, five, underrated. When we all met and all that, we been doing this, man. Before some of us even decide to go get our channels, we been doing it. That's why it ain't nothing to us. A lot of these cats that's coming in, man, they ain't been doing this shit. They ain't been doing it. That's why they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to take it when they look at their channel and realize, I don't have the amount of people that I want in here. So, yeah, maybe today's not a good day to go live. Well, if you base that every day off how many people are in your channel, you would never go live. You would never go live. Every day I go live, man, I'm looking to have at least 100 people in there. I can't get it. So until I get it, I'm not going live, or I gotta talk about this one particular damn fighter, and they'll probably bring everybody in. And once I see that me talking about this one fighter or this one fight and it brings everybody in, I'm gonna use that every damn day to get people to come into my channel. Man, get the hell out of here. Get out of
Like I
here.
said, what there's no knock to anybody. Whatever works for you works for you.
Yeah, if it
And
works for you, works for you. Cool. Just don't try to
whatever works
remind
for you.
me. Don't try to remind me about what my channel is. That's all I ask.
Yeah, like I said, everybody do their channel the way they want to do their channel, and
Don't
I
ask. Don't try to remind me of what my channel is. I thought your channel was a boxing channel. Well, that's what you get for thinking, fool. Because I'm deeper than boxing, fool. I spoke about a whole lot of stuff up here that wasn't even pertaining to boxing because I always said we got a bigger fight in the world going on than boxing. Always said that. So if you don't know nothing about that, it's because you ain't paying attention to me because all you doing is going and seeing the boxing videos. Well, go on and check some of them morning chop ups that I did. And there's a lot of them videos up there. It's your channel. You do with it. Of course, of course, of course, of course, RGM. Of course. You know, and I
I
don't
had to
knock
do.
people, I don't knock people for what they do for their channel, but don't ever try to come and tell me or remind me what it is that I do. And I'm like, okay, I don't need you to tell me what I do with my channel because you didn't help start my channel. You didn't help build it. You might not even be over here to support it. You might just be over here. One of the ops, truth be told, right? One of the ops might have sent your ass over here because that's what they do now. A lot of these ops that they can't get to you, they send their mans over here to come check you. That's what they do on these silly ass channels, man.
I had a dude. I was calling a game last year, and a dude. It wasn't nobody that's ever been to my channel before. It was somebody that was racing. It was somebody that was new to my channel, and I'm sitting there calling the game. He gonna say, "Man, you always late on the play." I said, "Well, if you watching the game, why are you watching me? Go watch the game." I'm calling the game for the people that's not able to watch the game. I'm not calling the game for you watching it at home or your TV. Calling for the people that's not able to see because they at work or they out somewhere at the store or something like that. They can't watch the game. So I'm calling for them, not for you.
Oh
Watch the game.
man.
Get off my channel.
Yeah, man. A lot of
I'm
these
late.
dudes is weirdos, man. Yeah, they
I'm
be
like,
they
no,
be
y'all
bozos.
don't even tell them, oh, you late calling it. Well, you might be early calling it.
I
Because
don't be
if you're not able to see the game, you don't know if I'm a couple of seconds behind or if I'm a couple of seconds ahead. You will never know because you're not watching it. So if you're actually watching it, why are you watching me?
that part. That part right there. So yeah, I don't
Now it would be one thing if it would be one thing if he would say, "Hey, free, what streaming are you watching on?" Because you're a couple of seconds behind, but
why you clocking me? Why you clocking me, man? These dudes.
They be unbelievable, man. I stopped paying attention. Like I said, I'm gonna move at my own pace. Do what I do. I know what I need to do to make my channel what it is. And when I start getting out here back at these amateur shows and going back live, because I'm gonna start going back live at these press conferences. It's just that I don't like the way it looked when I go live, so I got to find a way to fix that. Because that's what I want to
Oh, I
start
know how
doing.
to make. I know how to make it look better.
Please tell me,
I know
because
how to
it
make
my
it look
shit be
better.
looking trash.
I don't think you're gonna do it though. But I know how to make it look better. But I don't think you're gonna do it. You gotta get an iPhone 16 Plus.
I'm already working on
iPhone
that.
16
I'm
Pro
already working on that. I'm working on getting a
Max.
tablet, to be honest with you, because I don't even want to go. I don't want to do stuff on phones no more. So
Hey,
I'm
do you have a T-Mobile account?
nah. I'm with you know what? He's with Spectrum. I don't know if you know about Spectrum here, but she's with them. So if I get on her plan, I get a phone too. So that's the next thing that I'm working on. Doug, get some
Because
meta. She said, get
T-Mobile,
some
if
meta
you had a
glasses.
T-Mobile account, you can get a couple of lines. Like I got my watch, I got my phone, I got
Oh,
my
okay.
I got my hotspot, I got my son's phone, and I think that's it. I think you get up to four
Yeah,
lines for free. So
yeah. I'm trying to give me a
they
tablet
you
though.
could put a tab you could yeah you could put a tablet on there. Like I said, you could get a phone and a tablet, and you can pay off your tablet monthly. It
Cause
go onto your monthly bill.
the thing is, when we go to these events, the weigh-ins, the press conference, I'd be like, yo, I can't use this phone. And because, I remember being live one time, I forgot where I was, and somebody started calling me. That pissed me off. I was like, come on, fam. Don't nobody call me all damn day. As soon as I get to this press conference, y'all want to do this. Like, come on, fam.
Hey,
And then they
you
got the
gotta
nerve to keep
you
calling
gotta you
back.
gotta yeah, you gotta put your joint on do not disturb. Put your phone
Yeah,
on do
I
not
learned. You know
disturb.
what? I
And
learned that after a while. And then the person called me back, and I'm like, "What the hell do you want, man?" Then I'm like, "That's what you call me for? Come on, man. Don't listen. That's why I got a business phone." I was like, "Yo, yeah, I'm gonna get a business number
that's what I
because
don't like. That's what I don't like. If you call me and I send you to voicemail immediately, don't call me right back. Especially if it's an emergency, okay, I understand.
yeah,
But if it's not an emergency and I send you to voicemail, you call right back. My first thing is, okay, it's an emergency. Let me answer the
yeah,
phone. I answer the phone. Hey dog, what you doing?
like that's what the person did. Where you at right now?"
Why are you
I said,
calling
"You
me?
calling me?" I said, "You calling me like a goddamn
What
maniac?" I said, "I'm in a press conference. I didn't know." Okay, but if I don't answer you, fool, 2 times, that should tell you something. You don't keep calling me back.
yeah, I'm like,
That anno-
if
that
it ain't
that
if it ain't an
annoys me in so
emergency,
many ways.
don't call me right back.
Don't call me right back.
Yeah,
If it
like
ain't, listen, if it's
the only
anything
person
important, yeah, you could text me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like
right.
texting. But if you
Text me.
don't like texting, then I mean you ain't got nothing to tell me. Because even when something's an emergency, I text people, yo, hit me back ASAP. Even if I don't tell you what it is, hit me back ASAP. And then you'll get back to me when you get back to me.
Like
I don't like all that, man. That irks my nerves, especially when I'm taking care of something. Don't call me and then be like, "What you doing, man?" Hell no, man. That's annoying.
my wife is the only person. My wife and my mother are the only ones that can get away with that. If you're not my wife and you're not my mother, if it's not an emergency, don't call me right back if I send your ass to voicemail. If I send you to
Yeah,
voicemail and it's not an emergency, do not call me right back because obviously I sent you to voicemail because either I'm in the middle of something or I'm somewhere where I can't answer the phone. So do not call
yeah,
me right back. The only people that can call me right back is my mother and my wife because they're not used to me sending them the voicemail. So
yeah,
I understand why they call me right back. My mother,
She not. My mother called me, and I normally answer the phone no matter where I'm at when my mother called me. Same thing with my wife. So if I send them a voicemail, they're gonna call me right back. They were like, "Hey, what you doing?" Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, okay. Go ahead and finish doing what you're doing. Call me back when you're
Yeah,
finished.
man.
They
Irks
the
my
only ones
nerve.
that can get away with that.
I'm at an event, man. Don't do that to me. That irks my nerve in so many ways that ain't never been irked. And then want to talk about my ass. And they know I'm just calling it.
She
No,
gonna
you
say,
can't. Don't just call to
they
see
gonna
what I'm
say,
doing.
oh damn, I'm late. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Meg ain't gonna say, oh damn, I'm late. I gotta go. She doing her live. She said, oh, I'm late. I gotta go.
Oh snap. Oh, all right. Well, my bad, Vay. We gonna get over there. I just needed to get that. Your Vay's crazy. She Vay crazy. All right, we gonna get over there and support our girl Vacay Bay. I will be back later on. We're gonna come back actually to talk about the David Morrell. We'll talk about David Morrell and Smith. We'll come back and I guess we can get into that because even though we mentioned it here, or what should we do when we come back? We already did that, so maybe we shouldn't. Um, Trying to think of whatever. I want to touch something that everybody else ain't touching because that's all everybody's doing. I'm gonna
Oh,
think of something.
Williams will pay to Lamont Roach. Williams will pay to Lamont Roach.
I thought we did that already. I didn't do that already.
No, no,
I think I did that already on here. Actually, I did. I did that
no.
already on here. Think-
I told you, you did, because I know I
Yeah,
told you that they got ordered to fight.
yeah, I did that already. Yeah. I did that one already. Which you know what? I got no beef with that. People feel some kind of way about that. Hey, dog, I got no beef with it, and I'ma watch it. I'ma watch it. I got no beef with it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it. That's a good fight. It's a good
I
fight.
got no beef with it.
I
Listen,
don't like the fact that they giving I don't like the fact that they giving Williams a pay another shot at the championship after he just lost, but I have no problem with the actual fight itself.
yeah, I got
The
no beef. I
actual
got no beef with it. I mean, listen, it's only we don't have a control of a lot of shit, man. And it's like, wait, who got what fight? William Cepeda versus Lamar Roach is what they told my RGM. So it got ordered. So yeah. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. You know, like I said, this year is going to be an interesting year. I got no beef with it. And when I mean I ain't got no beef with it, even if I disagree with it, I still got no beef with it. When I mean about not having no beef with it, which means I'm not taking it and making it a big damn deal. So that's what I mean about I ain't got no beef with it. Some of y'all will be ready to jump out the window. I'm not doing all that. If this is what's happening, this is what's happening. I'm not I'm not getting bent out of shape for something that I have no control over. No control whatsoever, but I'm ready to jump out the window. I'm not doing all that. You don't like what's going on in the sport of boxing? Go become a promoter. The best advice I can give you: go become a promoter. Did y'all ever take the time to think about that? Go become a promoter if you don't like what's going on, and see how easy that is. Because being a promoter ain't easy.
no. Most of these people don't even know how to be a promoter.
Y'all be talking like, oh, if I was, if it was me,
I'm a,
I'll
I'm
make
a,
this
I'm a,
fight.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Most of these people don't know how to be a promoter. They will be better off being matchmakers because you don't know how to promote a fight. You're better off just being a matchmaker.
If you can do that,
Just say, hey, I think this fight will be good. This fight will be good. But the actual make the fight ain't most of y'all niggas don't know how to make a fight.
like
Y'all don't
y'all be
even know
doing,
what it
y'all be
takes to
doing,
make a fight.
y'all be doing all this. If I had the opportunity, this is what I would do. Come on, man. Sport of boxing to be jacked up if some of y'all was in charge. Come on, man. Like let's keep it real. Y'all the
They
type
don't
that'll
they don't
hold.
realize when you dealing with those big venues, you gotta have a certain amount of money in order for you to be able to get the venue. Yeah, you can rent the venue out if you want to, but in order for you to have a big time event there, you got to have a certain amount of money, because if some things happen at that event, you got to be able to cover the damages. And if you don't have a certain amount of money to cover the damages, they're not renting that joint out to you.
Nah,
They're like, no sir, we're not renting that joint out to you. You ain't got enough money to cover the damages.
yeah. So a lot of people don't understand how all that works. Y'all just looking at it like I would make money and this would be a great fight. So I
Yeah.
don't know what vision y'all got in y'all minds or what y'all think y'all would come in the sport of boxing to do different that's not already getting done.
I'm gonna say,
But you
I'm
guys
gonna be
wouldn't do
honest with
nothing
you.
different.
A lot of a lot of these guys will get sued within the first fight that they make,
Yeah, the
because
hell yeah, they get sued.
they'll be reaching out they'll be reaching out to the fighters, not knowing that they got to talk to the fighters promoter. You can't talk directly to the fighters, you got to talk to their promoters. Y'all niggas gonna get sued right before y'all can even put on y'all first event. The same way
What?
Turkey was about to get sued by Don, the same way Turkey was about to get sued by Don King. He was like, hold on, Michael Hunter is my fight. You can't just put him in a fight. That's my fighter.
Yeah,
How you just gonna put him in a fight without talking to me?
yeah, that part, that part. So a lot of y'all be talking about this is what I do. I would do this and do that. Yeah, that shit sound good. It sound good. It sound good. It sound good when you laying down and you thinking about it and you're like, oh my God, if I had the opportunity, y'all thinking about money. Because let's just be honest, if that opportunity came to your front door today, y'all wouldn't know what to do. And like Free said, you will be fired. Well, not fired, but you'll be sued. You'll be everything. You'll be everything. And find yourself in debt. You think you got financial issues now? Oh, y'all really will be jacked up. Then you'll be sitting there saying, you know what? I'd rather just go back to being a fan. I think I like it better that way. I'd rather go back to just being a regular guy because you think you got it figured out. They don't be knowing Free. They just be talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that be. They just be talking. They don't know it. Because I would love to be on that side of the field, but that's a lot. But I got to work my way to that. I would love to be a promoter. I would love to be a matchmaker. That's something that's one of my goals. But before I could just jump out there, there's some things I got to learn. Y'all be talking about it like if y'all got the opportunity today, y'all could be able to change. What can you change in boxing? Absolutely nothing. For anything, you're gonna make it worse than what the fuck it is already. You can't change anything. Nothing. The only thing y'all can change is your drawers. You can't change nothing. So don't try to sit and convince people that, yo, if I had the opportunity, this is what I would do. You will make it much worse than what it is already. That's why when some of them be talking, I'm like, some of y'all just talking because y'all got lips. You're not gonna change anything. So if I'm y'all, I would just stay on my channels and argue boxing 4 or 5 times a day. Just continue to do that and leave the matchmaking and promoting to the pros. That would be the smart thing to do. You know? Yo, so let's get over to Vacay Bay, our sister, our Alabama/Cali sister. Of course, I'll think of what I want to bring back today. I'll think of something that we ain't talked about.
or we might have half talked about it and didn't finish it off, I'll think about it. And 6:05 will be the time. My brother Free, I appreciate you. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe. Once again, be safe out there, no matter where you're going and where you're coming from. Be safe out there. And remember to protect your peace, space, and your surroundings. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.